And maybe we're dancing around a little bit. What we're really talking about here is mutual action plans. Is that fair?
Um, I think there's two parts of it. Certainly, mutual action plan is the how do I get from where I am today to low risk path to actually delivering what you promise. But you can't have there's no point in getting to a mutual action plan until you've already agreed that there's a problem and there's some value. So you could arguably have an early mutual action plan item, which is how do we together figure out if you actually have a problem that I can help you with? That's a totally reasonable mutual action plan milestone. But you probably don't know in those very early discussions, are we going to do a pilot? Are you just going to buy it because you trust me? Are we going to roll out wide? Or those kinds of details you don't know until you a little bit deeper into discovery. So what I would say is pulling up a mutual action plan in early discovery is good because it shows the customer, one, I've done this a million times. And if we follow this, then you are reducing your risk. Every single milestone, you're lowering your risk exposure. But don't be too presumptive on dropping a big old plan on day one. Say, this is how it's going to be. Because the customer's going to be like, I don't really know you. So you got to do this balance of introducing a rough outline of here's how we've done it before. Let's focus on this first milestone, which is understanding, do you really have a fixable problem? And then we can, once we've agreed that there's a problem to be fixed, then we can work out the details of, is this going to be a 6-month thing to fix your problem? Is it a 2-year thing to fix your problem? Can we fix it if you just buy my thing and we're done? That's where the collaboration and the negotiation comes forth on how are we actually going to fix this problem? You're making a plan, and anytime you can make a plan, you are reducing risk. And anytime you do it together, it's much more likely to actually happen versus just dropping something on somebody else.
And so I appreciate that the right time to start is kind of at the beginning, but not quite too early. And it is a delicate balance of, a sales conversation is always a delicate balance of trying to be there for the customer to show up and hold some space for them, give them a chance to speak, but also to understand the things that you need to understand as part of your process. And so it's always a little bit of a give and take in those first couple of calls. So as I'm understanding it, the right time is near the beginning, but not to be just to start with kind of the tip of the process. Is that a fair summary?
I like to, in the very, very early beginnings, I don't bring in the mutual action plan. In the very beginning, I really am establishing credibility by having that point of view about their business. And it was one of our early investors actually said, what do you know that nobody else knows about this industry? And so if you can, as a rep, walk into the customer with that knowledge, I know something that you don't know, and it can come from your customer, from your company. It doesn't have to be just your personal insight. Arm the rep with a really nice insight that shows that you're worth listening to. But then as soon as you go, there's something here, then say, well, this is typically what it looks like, because then you're also able to weed out somebody who's like, oh, actually, I haven't got any budget till 5 years from now, or I'm not the decision maker, or any of the real hard disqualifiers that you would want to know as soon as possible. Like they might say, oh, I don't have any facilities in Nevada, so I can't use the Nevada solution. And the sooner you can get to that kind of information, the better off you'll be. So a good mutual action plan can help the rep weed out those early disqualifiers as well.
Love that.